Hi, everybody. It's Joy from the Women's AI Visibility Institute. And today I want to talk about why isn't your website enough for AI to find you? And yesterday I had a meeting with an attorney and I was talking about AI visibility and the elements of it and how important it is today and in the future. And we had a good conversation going back and forth. And finally, she said, I don't understand why my website isn't enough. And I said, that's a great question. Let me tell you why it's not enough. First of all, it's the content that you put out. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's verified. It's the content that you create or your website developer creates. It doesn't have your bar license number on there necessarily. It doesn't have the date you graduated from college on there necessarily. Doesn't have when you were admitted to the bar. It may have awards that you've received, but what data points are on your website that AI can verify? That's the most important question. Do you have facts that can be verified by AI on your website? And let's just take an easy one, your bar license number. That is an easy, verifiable fact for AI to find and check. So if you think about why isn't your website enough, for the last several years before AI came on the scene, it had to be graphically beautiful. There had to be a lot of pictures that had to have engaging content. None of that matters for AI. The only thing that matters for AI is verifiable information that shows that you're credible, you're experienced, you're licensed, you have work that can be attributed to you. Not beautiful, but factual and data based. The second reason why your website isn't enough, and this is an emerging trend that we're studying at Wave, and that is your website is becoming less important, not more important. Now, that in and of itself is a jarring statement. But what we're finding by state research is your website is becoming less important and LinkedIn is becoming more important. If you want to think about your website as being the source, it isn't. In Texas, it was 55% was a weighted source. In Florida, it went down to 36. In New York, it's even less. So as time goes by, AI gets smarter. It's giving less weight to your website. Why is that important for women? It's important for everybody to know that, but for women, it's another piece of the puzzle of why building your entity is so important. Because if your website isn't going to be the source, then you have to develop your entity of multiple sources. And that doesn't happen overnight. That is a long process. And that's a process that needs to start yesterday because who has a strong entity is what AI is looking for. And what I mean by that is your credentials, your do you have videos? Are you writing articles? Do you have the structure in place for AI to find you? If you want to know more about it, we offer CLEs. We have a CLE course coming up in Colorado. We have a CLE course coming up in Texas. I think in September we'll have a CLE course in Florida. There's a lot of things going on at Wave right now, and all of it's exciting because as every state, we learn a little bit more on how AI is determining what firms to choose and what attorneys to showcase. And As AI gets smarter, we have to create our entity to fit their format. This is about structure, it's not about beauty. So, getting the structure down is an opportunity for women. I had another conversation a week or so ago about leveling the playing field and why I had made a statement on why this levels the playing field. And I got a little bit of pushback on that. And I said, let me explain. AI is a machine. It's not favoring men in terms of building your entity. There's bias in the data, don't get me wrong, but women have an opportunity to create their entity and fit the structure that AI is looking for. And if you fit that structure, it will choose you. So that's why I say it's an opportunity. Yes, women are starting from behind, no doubt, because the data is biased, but women also have an opportunity to create an entity that AI can trust and recommend. So, if you want more information about that, check out our courses. We have resources, we have ebooks on our website, www.wavinstitute.com. Check us out, or you can always email me at joy@waveinstitute.com. All right, thanks so much.